Hi, it's Luis Hernandez. I am doing a tilt shift demo for Art 215 Web Design 1. And what tilt shift is basically making normal things look like toy models. In this tutorial, we're going to make Cancun, this picture of Cancun, look more like a toy model. Now, how do we go about doing that? Well, obviously, you'd have to pick a appropriate picture, like an aerial picture of something, of a cityscape. Those work the best traditionally. And let's fire up Photoshop. And this is Photoshop 5. You can do this on any Photoshop. It works equally well on all of them. File, open up the picture. Here's the same picture. Let's make it big so we can see everything. Kablamo, there it is, beautiful Cancun. First thing we want to do is do the quick mask. Select that and then go to the gradient right here, the gradient tool. You might have the paint bucket tool selected. Make sure we're in gradient and then go to the reflect gradient up here. Make sure this is selected. This will give you the ability to draw a line, and what you want to do, the line you want to draw is from the bottom of where you want to focus to the top of where you want to focus. So let's start down here and let's go about there and make it as perpendicular to the horizontal as possible. There you go. Now, with this, we want to exit the quick mask so we can get the bunch of marching ants all around our image. And then the next is the most important step. We go to filter, blur, then lens blur. This is what does the bulk of the work. I would play around with all these settings so that you feel comfortable, right? Playing with the radius of this. I like to keep it close to 10 because I don't like my image to look super crazy blur. You decide how that works for you. Turning down the brightness and the threshold up smoothens out the image. Alright, now that did that work, we want to deselect everything. So let's go to select, then deselect. The next would be to make it look more like a toy, more like a model. Best place to do that is image, adjustments, and then hue and saturation. Now, if you've ever noticed toys, they look really bright. I like to go to the mid-30s. Normally, that's what I've seen that works for me. The lightness, right? And play around with this. Everyone has their own preferences. All right. Oh, it's looking more like a toy already. And last but not least, we go to image, adjustment, and then curves. And what this basically does is it adjusts all the colors, all the outputs slightly. So you might want to pull this one down right here, and up here we might want to pull it up. Now there's a much bigger contrast, as you can see. It definitely looks more like a toy. Alright, and look at that. Now you just save it for the web and you're good to go. The greens are greener, the reds are redder. If you don't believe me, here's the original. Now let's size them up so that they're about the same size. And as we can see, the new tilt shift image definitely makes it look like it's more of a toy, and everything's brighter. Thank you, and see you in class.